That's right, I'm doing this for the third time. I've done 2 other videos redrawing my cringe old art, and I'm doing this again, so let's get into it. The first drawing that I am redoing is of this girl who is strawberry themed. I showed this drawing to a friend and she was like, it kind of looks like strawberry shortcake, and I was like, yeah, it does. I'm pretty sure it was meant to be inspired by strawberry shortcake, just like one of my drawings that I already redrew, Jamie Sour, if you remember her from my first video doing this. Like I mentioned, I still like strawberry shortcake, and I like a lot of the older generations of strawberry shortcake as well, but the new show with her, where she's like in the city or something, I really dislike it. But that's a different video for another day. I actually don't hate the original drawing like I do for some of the other drawings that I've done in this series. It's by no means good, especially her head. It's way too big. With how skinny her neck is, her head should just fall off. And not to mention those eyes. One of them doesn't look too bad considering that I could not draw eyes at that time, but the other one is practically falling off of her face. I also just really hate the green color that I chose for her eyes. I think it's extremely ugly. I personally liked her dress, which is why I didn't change it too much, but I still did add a few more details here and there to the dress and lightened up the colors a bit. I wasn't too sure what to do with her hair, so I just did it like that. I'm not really sure if I like the new version too much, but I still do think it's better than the original. With her nose, I wanted to make it more realistic instead of the simple little line that I normally do. I'm not too good at realism, and I didn't want to make it too realistic, but I have been practicing realism lately, and while I'm not the best, I do think I'm getting better. I was really happy that the nose didn't look too weird, but the hat, I think I could have done better with the hat. As for her personality, I think she could be doing anything. It doesn't matter what it is, but she will still have that same deadpan expression, which for some reason I absolutely love. But now that I notice it, I think I might have made her neck too long. Definitely like this drawing and her character, but I think I could have done a bit better. Here's a new and old picture side by side. Also, I don't have a name for her, so if anybody has some suggestions of what her name should be, feel free to leave a comment down below. Next up, I am redrawing a drawing I did of my first OCs that I ever really created. The story behind them is a bit funny, to me at least. I created these OCs on a drawing app that I don't think is around anymore. The app was called Spark, and it was released by a YouTuber named Mariah Elizabeth, which I love her content. Spark would give you 3 different drawing prompts, or sparks as they were called, to give you ideas of what to draw. I don't remember what the drawing prompt was that made me create these characters. I don't even think I have the original drawing of these characters, or the first one that I ever made of them. I have others that I did after I created them, but I don't have the first drawing I ever did. The girl's name is Emma, and the boy's name is Jordan, and they are the classic grumpy sunshine dynamic, which I am a sucker for. I didn't really have a story for them necessarily, I just drew cute pictures of them together. And I honestly kind of forgot that they existed until I found an old drawing that I did of them, and I just really wanted to draw them again in my more updated style. I did change quite a few things with their designs, however. For example, Jordan's hair. I don't know what was going on with his original hairstyle. It was pretty bad. I kept it still pretty similar, but I changed a few things that I just really disliked about it. On the other hand, Emma's hair, I love her hair so much, and I got the idea of having all this stuff in her hair from Pinkie Pie, from My Little Pony, especially since their personalities are pretty similar. I also later made their sweaters fuzzy because even though I hate wearing fuzzy sweaters, I just think they're uncomfortable. I love drawing fuzzy sweaters. I also changed up the colors of Emma's sweater just a little bit, and I think I like it better this way. What I like most about this, though, is that I brought back these characters because I remember really liking them whenever I first made them. Like I already mentioned, I'm a sucker for the grumpy sunshine dynamic, and Jordan's of course the grumpy one, and Emma's the sunshiny one. And over time, Jordan, of course, warms up to her. But also, like I said before, that was it. I did not write a story surrounding them at all, except for that basic idea. Which maybe that's why I forgot that I ever created these OCs. I'm not really sure how I did. It was years ago at this point. One thing that I did really like was drawing Emma's eyes. I've always loved her eyes so much. I like drawing them a lot because I think they're cute. And also, I added sparkles to both of their sweaters, even though Emma used to only have sparkles on her sweater. But overall, I really like this drawing, and I'm very happy with how it came out. Here is the new and old drawing side by side. Like with my last video, I put up a poll to see which characters you guys would like to see me redraw, and this time it was a tie between a character that I named Jenny and a nameless mermaid. I wasn't exactly sure what to do. I thought maybe I could just post it again, but with only Jenny and the nameless mermaid and see who won, but I decided to instead combine the art, have the nameless mermaid and Jenny in the same piece. Honestly, I was fine drawing either one because I'm obsessed with drawing mermaids still, and I would really like to redraw Jenny. It was Marie that I did not want to do. I had no ideas for Marie, honestly. But unlike how I have no story for Emma and Jordan, while I was drawing these two characters, ideas for a story with them started popping up randomly in my head. And now I am obsessed with these two. I love their dynamic. I think it would be pretty great. And honestly, I can't help but thinking of ways that they could meet or what the story would be about, but behind these OCs. Normally with these videos, I don't do that. I just think of the personality of these new drawings, or the characters in my drawings more like, and then I never think about it again, really. But enough about my new hyperfixation being these two. I need to talk about their designs. I have to address the elephant in the room. What is going on with the mermaid girl's hair? And what on earth was I thinking whenever I drew it like that? Now I think it looks much better. But before, it looked like someone placed a mop on top of her head. Also, the scales. I tried to go for a shimmering effect. Didn't work, but with this redrawing, I think I did okay, especially since I normally struggle drawing scales. And I really like her top a lot more than the old one. I was trying to go for the Little Mermaid looking top, but that clearly did not work out very well. I also redid Jenny's hair to make it look more fluffy, and I absolutely love it. But I completely got rid of the purple and her dress. It did not look good, and I don't think it matched her personality because I imagine that she'd be a sunny, happy character, and I feel like she'd be very casual and wouldn't care much about fashion at all, which I don't think was conveyed whatsoever in the original drawing. As for the mermaid, on the other hand, I think she would care a lot about fashion and how she looks, which is why I tried to give her the mermaid style eyeshadow to her eyes, though I don't think I made it noticeable enough. As for the background, I went very simple because I wanted them to be the focus. Overall, I'm really glad how these designs came out, and I am also glad that I decided to combine these two drawings together. But with all that, here's the new and old picture side by side. If I were to rank these, I'd put Jenny and the mermaid in first place, I would put Emma and Jordan in second, and then finally the strawberry shortcake looking girl in third. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know who was your favorite in the comments below, and until then, I will see you next week. Goodbye!